Alright, this here is my Honda S2000. And it looks like a normal S2000. I have the stock AP2 wheels on here with stock size tires. I have stock brakes, stock seats, stock soft top. Everything on this car looks stock. And then when you open it up, we have a blower in here. So I took this out to the track, and this is the perfect track day troll car because it looks like a stock Honda, but it has a lot more power. And the S2000 is kind of a momentum car, and so when you have more power, it kind of changes the whole dynamic of the car, and that's great. So I'm going to talk about the issues that I encountered with this. One of the issues that I encountered with this at the track was the increased weight in the front. The increased weight in the front is noticeable in the handling, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it is an S2000. It still handles great, but you are putting a lot of weight in front of the front axle, and so the turn-in is not as sharp as you would get in a naturally aspirated S2000. And so that was one of the things I noticed. I also have all these coolers up here which add extra weight. Now, I went out with the stock radiator, and the stock radiator is a single core radiator. It's very thin. I just upgraded to a double core. And the reason I did that is because it was very hot out there and I was seeing excessively high coolant temps. Now on the S2000, more important than the coolant temps is the oil temp. You can kill your motor in the S2000 by running one of these without an oil cooler. Although they do okay, the oil temperature can get very hot in these cars even with a naturally aspirated engine. If you have a supercharger on here and you go out without an oil cooler, you're really asking for trouble. So that was the one thing I did before I got out to the track. I also have the racing aftercooler radiator, and that's very important to cool off the intake air. Heat on the racetrack slows supercharged cars down a lot, so the car was not putting out its full power. If we go out on a cooler day, I'll be running much faster times. But anyways, what's great about this car is that it keeps up with the high horsepower sports cars, and it doesn't cost that much, which is exciting. And it's kind of fun to do that because I don't have a roll cage, I don't have a wing, I don't have any ridiculous modifications that you see with the S2000s at the racetrack. And so when people pull up to you in the pit, they just wonder what the heck's going on. Why is this S2000 so fast? And so as long as you keep the hood down, then you're good. But anyways, some issues I ran into because this S2000 is stock and I'm about 6 foot tall. I hit the key with my knee and turned the car off when I was coming down one of the straights. I hit my key. I shut my car off.
Just now?
Yeah, I thought the car died.
Oh, that's scary.
The heat slows the supercharger down. The stock AP2 tire sizes, I could really benefit by going to a 255 square setup. But other than that, I had a ton of fun, and this car is a ton of fun. also painted the valve cover. I also adjusted the valves. and did all the fluids on this car. And so this car is in really good shape, and we are ready to just keep tracking and tracking and tracking it. So that is it for now with the S2000. Thank you for watching, and make sure that you enjoy your car.